I'm Nick Nimmin, and in this video, we're going to talk about how to make content that people want to watch and how to keep them coming back. Because if you're going to be streaming on a regular basis or putting out videos on a regular basis, you want people coming back as much as possible. The very first thing that you want to consider when it comes to making content that people want to watch is knowing what value you're bringing to those people. I mean, think about it. If you can't define the value that you're bringing, then you can't expect your audience to want to participate in the stream because they don't know what value that they're getting from it either. And if you're streaming for business or influence, this becomes even more important because in a lot of cases, businesses are focused on trying to get a sale or trying to get a lead, but they're not really considering the value that they're actually adding to the people that are watching their streams or their videos. And because of that, it ends up leading to less viewership and ultimately less sales. Of course, we all interpret value differently, but if your stream or your videos are doing one of the following things, you're adding value. If you're educating people, inspiring people, motivating people, uplifting people, helping people deal with issues, entertaining people, helping people see the world or information in different ways. And an often overlooked way to add value is to simply give people a place where they can belong. Those are not the only ways that you can add value, but that's a pretty good list. So if you are in that list, then you're definitely on the right path. And as long as you remember to add value with every stream that you do or every video that you upload, this by itself will help people keep watching. Now, you're past that, you're adding value, people are coming into your stream. How do you get them to stay? In our live stream that we do every Saturday on YouTube, we keep people engaged in our live streams for anywhere from 3 to 6 hours at a time. And one of the ways that we do that is we make sure to involve the viewers as much as we possibly can. Now, if you're doing educational streams or any type of stream to where you're gonna have to take people through a process, and maybe you're not as engaged in the chat as you can be because you have to focus on what it is that you're actually sharing. One of the things that you can do that can be very helpful to keep people engaged and aware and participating in what it is that you're doing is you can ask them to leave a comment based on the information that you're sharing. For example, you can say, hey, give me a hashtag I understand in the comments if you're following the information that I'm sharing so far. Or another one that you can use is you can say, if you're new here, put a hashtag new in the comments just so that we can welcome you to the community. And another thing that you can do if you want to take this whole thing up a notch is you can actually call people out by name in your live stream. So for example, you can say, hey, Sally8874, what do you think about that? And just kind of put people on the spot, especially if you have a small amount of people in your live stream. It can help make your live stream a little bit more personal, and it can also let those people know that you know that they are in your stream. Just with that alone, you're going to be surprised with the amount of people that you're pulling back into your streams later because you're acknowledging they're there. The whole idea behind all of this is you want to keep your stream as interactive as possible so that people don't get bored. I mean, I'm sure you've had the experience to where you've watched a live stream and you're sitting there and you're just watching someone talk, but you're not actually engaging in the stream. You're just sitting back watching them do their thing. Well, what happens is we start to glaze over because we're just watching, and yeah, it might be good information, but as soon as you can start involving the viewers in what it is that you're doing, it takes them from that passive mode where they're just sitting back watching to being active to where they're actually participating in what it is that you're doing. Another thing that you can do to make people want to watch your stream is to make it presentable. Here's what I mean. You want to make sure you have enough light. You want to make sure that you have an acceptable webcam or a camera. You want to make sure that you have decent audio. You also want to make sure that you have a clean and organized, non-distracting background. We actually made an entire video about equipment and making everything look good in this series. If you haven't watched it yet, I really recommend that you go do that. But the idea is just to make it a pleasant experience for the people that are watching. So let's say that you have people coming into your stream, they're enjoying watching your stream. You want them to come back, right? A great way to do that is to pick a day and a time or several days and times throughout the week that you live stream without fail. Another thing that you can do that people really respond to is instead of just having a live stream, you can actually give your live stream a name and turn it into a show. That way it becomes a scheduled thing that people can count on every single week, let's say Tuesday at 6 p.m. And once you make that commitment, your viewers, as long as you keep adding value, will know every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, I can come and I can participate in this show. Another thing is, I know that a lot of people that are going to be watching this are going to be streaming for a bunch of different reasons because there's going to be a lot of different people watching this. But one thing that I want to bring to your attention as well is it's really important to also make sure that you build your show around a specific theme or niche. The reason that this is so important is it gives you the opportunity to tap into a specific demographic of people that are all interested in that specific information. For example, example, on my show, Nimmin Live, I'm a resource for people that want to learn more about YouTube. My broad target market is content creators, and the content creators that join my live streams know that every Saturday they can participate in my live streams where they're going to be able to talk to other content creators, other like-minded people, and they're going to learn how to do something that they're trying to learn how to do. Because it's so focused and so scheduled, and because we're so dedicated to it, it's become a thing to where people actually have worked our show into their Saturday mornings. Another great example of this in an IRL format, something that you could use the LiveView Solo for example, is Ariel from the Facebook page Urbanist. Ariel, the host of the show, is extremely specific about making content for people that are interested in the detailed history and events of New York. So to really create that connection that makes your audience want to watch your show, make sure that you're adding value. Make sure that you're adding as much value as you possibly can. And to keep them coming back, schedule it. Make it worth it for them to join your live streams whenever it is that you go live. If you do this and you stay focused on it, over time your stream will grow. And if you have any questions about any of the things that we talked about in this video, head over to our Facebook group and ask. There's going to be a link to it here on this page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.